like the speed of sound. We can keep on the ground.
Before all the Sony fanboys dislike this video and start cussing me, listen to what I have to say through the commentary please. If you disagree after, then feel free to dislike and cuss me, I don't care. As long as you listen first and try to understand what I'm trying to say. And before anything kicks off, I am getting both consoles. I'm starting off on Xbox One, and then I'm going to be moving to PS4 as well later on after a couple of months. And that's solely because Xbox has all the exclusives and PS4 don't really have anything I want from the day one. So I'm not a fanboy, this is me thinking objectively. I started off on PlayStation my whole life, I moved to Xbox, and I'm willing to move back to PS4 if they show me something I like. But as far as I see up to now, there's nothing I like at all. So hopefully I'm going to bring some knowledge to you guys, and this isn't a planned commentary, I haven't got anything written down, it's just me with my thoughts rambling on. So it might be a bit sketchy here and there, but let's get into it. Everyone's kicking off about how the PlayStation is $100 less than, or in my currency, £80 less. But here's the thing, if you don't think that Sony aren't going to release a PSI or a PS Move or some variation of both and charge you that extra $100 or extra £80, then you're stupid. They're going to do it, and if you want to buy it, then you've got the choice to buy it. But with Xbox you just get the Kinect built in, and the Kinect does so much more, be able to control your Xbox if you're just lying in bed, you know what I mean? So in my opinion, the extra £80 or extra $100 is worth it, because you're going to get charged extra stuff for PlayStation anyway, and you get the Kinect badass. I'm just kidding, no fanboying, or you know what I mean. But with the Kinect, let's talk about that, because people are just fixating on the fact that you have to log on every day. Now here is the thing, if you don't have a constant internet connection and you don't you can't log on every day because you haven't got internet, then you need to not game, because gaming now is becoming about online entertainment and online gaming. If you don't have an internet connection, don't waste £400 on a next gen console, just play on this gen console, because games will still be coming out for them anyway. And everyone kicking off about how the Kinect is TV based. Well, here's the thing, technology is becoming that way as well. It's something you're going to have to get used to. Tablets, smart glass, iPhones are all becoming about TV and movies. Future phones will be the same. That's just how entertainment is now, so just get used to it and stop fixating on it, because it's something you believe to be negative about an entire system. You blame and cuss the entire system based on one thing that doesn't appeal to you. Talking about the TV side, people want gaming. So let me tell you something, if you want gaming on a computer, on a console, why don't you want an Xbox? Because the exclusive that Xbox have announced, like Metal Gear Solid, Project Spark, Titanfall, Killer Instinct, all those sorts of games, they're exclusive solely to Xbox One, as well as exclusive DLC content for Call of Duty, for Battlefield 4, so you'll be getting a month early on Xbox. And on top of that, FIFA Ultimate Team, as I hear, I'm not sure, is fully only available on Xbox One. So if you're a FIFA player, you might not be able to play FUT on PlayStation 4. That's not confirmed, that's just something I heard. But if that's true, that's a big step for Xbox to be ahead of the game. PS4 started their live stream with TV and movies, taking the same route as Xbox with TV, and people didn't say anything about that, about it being guided towards TV. Yes, Xbox is a bit more fancy the way you control the Kinect to switch between TV and stuff, but in my opinion, I think that's fucking cool. I love that idea. But again, I do kind of see where people are coming from with the TV based side of a console, but PlayStation 4 are doing it as well, they're just not doing it as fancy. And PS4 on their live stream, they also tricked people into thinking that all those games that were listed were exclusives, but they're not. Almost every game that PS4 showed are also coming to the Xbox One. Such things as Watch Dogs, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Destiny I thought was PlayStation only, and that was another reason I was going to buy PlayStation, but it's coming to Xbox as well. Mad Max is coming to Xbox. Pretty much everything they showed is coming to Xbox as well. So that begs the question, if you want a gaming console, why don't you want an Xbox One? So let's talk about PlayStation being a more powerful system with better graphics. And I agree, the graphics look incredible on a lot of the games. But here's the thing, if the game isn't enjoyable and lets you play it and enjoy it and immerse yourself in it, graphics mean utter shit. Something can look, you can't polish a turd, let's put it that way. And the games that were shown on the PlayStation Livestream, like that 1888 or something where it's zombies and you got ray guns in olden times, that just looks like utter shit. And if you want to talk about zombies, you've got Dead Rising 3 coming out on Xbox, which looks phenomenal. You got like 1,000 zombies on one screen at one time and it doesn't even lag. That shit is incredible. And the graphics on Xbox look just as impressive as PlayStation 4. Obviously it's not as good, you can tell, but I don't care about that little improvement over the Xbox graphics for the PlayStation 4. It's not that big of a deal to have that better graphics, you know what I mean? The graphics on Xbox One are still phenomenal. And if a game's not entertaining, then graphics mean shit. It's as simple as that. I mean, look at it this way. The PS3 is just, well, on Friday, they're releasing The Last of Us. Now, The Last of Us is a PlayStation 3 game, PlayStation 3 exclusive, and it looks fucking amazing. And the FMV sequences I've seen, the graphics look better than anything I've seen on either of the next-gen consoles. And that worries me for something like PlayStation. If the PlayStation 3 has enough power in its console to run a game like The Last of Us and have that sort of graphics, why isn't the PlayStation 4 10 times better graphics than what the Xbox One is? Because if the PlayStation 3 can run a game that powerful, the PlayStation 4 should be able to run graphics even more incredible, to the point where people look literally like real skin running around. So that's my opinion on graphics anyway. To me, graphics don't matter as long as I'm enjoying the game. Another thing I want to talk about is the PS4 Indie. They had a big celebration about all these indie games that are coming to their system. But here's the thing, Xbox have been doing arcade games and indie games for a very, very long time. They've had that in place. It will probably move to the next system as well. Yet the PlayStation 4 indie games looked a bit more developed and higher quality. They're obviously fully developmental teams who have made these games. But Xbox will probably have that on their system as well. But if not, they're still going to have arcade games and indie games, you know what I mean? It's still going to be a part of the system. And PS4 don't have this experience with an indie-based store. So what sort of problems are they going to have to work out? What sort of kinks are they going to have to get rid of to make this run smoothly? Because Xbox have all this experience in this place already, so they're going to just be running smoothly from day one. Well, not smoothly. Every console has problems when it first comes out. But I reckon PlayStation 4 will probably have a lot more problems than the Xbox. And another thing I was thinking of as well, talking about problems, the PlayStation 3 at the moment, if I'm correct, has 1 day a week where they have weekly maintenance where you can't access your console. So this whole thing about the Kinect locking you out for 24 hours for not logging on, you are getting, for 4 days of a month, you are getting locked out of your console by Sony because they want to do maintenance. Now I can't state this fully and that Xbox won't do the same, I'm just going on based on what we know about previous consoles. If it carries on to be the same in PlayStation 4, you are actually paying more money a month than you would for Xbox, and you're losing 4 whole days of gaming, or maybe 4 half days, so 2 days, 3 days at max. Now that to me is unacceptable. If you're talking about getting locked out your console by Kinect, if you're having maintenance every week, then that's just as bad. But that's just speculation and just a thought that I'm throwing in there just in case. And one last thing I want to say. Do you put your faith in a system that has to, one, undercut price? I can see it being a good business move to undercut price, but on a live stream at E3 to, as people call it, fire shots at Xbox live about their used game policy, to be childish and immature and not professional, you know what I mean? It was fucking hilarious, don't get me wrong, I was laughing my head off. But when you think about it, for a business to act like that, it's like they don't have confidence in their own system, so they're having to make the other system look really bad by lowering their price and saying certain things, you know what I mean? That to me was just very unprofessional, but it was funny, so you know, you got to give it to them because it was funny. But that is me done for today though, guys. I hope this sort of brought it together for you guys to make an informed decision on which console you want. If you disagree with everything I said, please feel free to dislike. If you're a Sony fanboy but you understand what I'm trying to say, please throw a like and support me. For any Xbox fans or fanboys, throw a like on as well. But that is me definitely done. Peace out, guys. Take care.